What's up, YouTube? So, a while ago I made a video and it was called How You Know You Are Transgender. Ever since that video, I have had an enormous amount of people contact me through email, messaging, whatever, and it really stuck with them that video, and I think it raised a lot of questions for a lot of people. And then they all emailed me asking, so I watched your video. I think I might be transgender. How do I know for sure? So this video is going to be called What to Do If You Think You're a Transgender, and it's going to help you take that next step from accepting that you might be trans and actually pursuing something further and further along the line into further transition. So hopefully this will answer some questions for you guys about what to do, how to start this whole entire transition project, and just to make sure um, that you are actually trans. So one of the first things that I think is one of the most important things you can do is just experiment. Go and find some women's clothing. Go buy something. Maybe take something out of your girlfriend's closet, mom's closet, sister's closet, whatever, and just try on clothes. Something that can be very individual. You know, I did it in my room for a very long time. I stole a bunch of clothes from my sister, and every night I would dress up in my room because it just felt right, and that's what I would do. And so yeah, just experiment with clothing. On top of that, I had a sister that was pretty close in age to me. She probably hates me for this, but yeah, I also stole her makeup. And not only I experimented with her clothes, I experimented with her makeup, and I tried on makeup and all that stuff. Um, and if you don't have any of that, you don't have access to any girl stuff, don't be afraid to buy it. It might be awkward, I must admit, but go to like Target or something and buy some makeup. Just do some research, buy some mascara, buy some foundation, buy something. And if you get an odd look, just say it's for your girlfriend or something. You know, it's very easy to deny it. Just go in there, be confident, and yeah, just experiment with makeup. The next thing that you can do to see if you're transgender and taking that next initial step is joining an online community. I mentioned before a couple forums that are particularly focused on transgender people. I'll link those below. I would definitely check those out. There's many people out there who are going through similar experiences, and that's a great way to talk to people. You can start topics, or they even have an online chat where you can just chat instantly with other trans people around the country and world. So that's a really highly efficient resource that I really think that you guys should take advantage of. Another thing is, we live in the day of the internet. Go explore the internet. Keep learning about trans issues. Does this fit with you? There's many things on YouTube, as you guys have found me. There's many other resources online, and just read up and become educated on the subject, and really ask yourself, does this pertain to me? Lastly, so this is the most important step, I think, or steps. So the number one thing I think you guys should do if you are still confused and maybe want to start experimenting with the other gender and maybe start a transition process is go and find a gender therapist. Gender therapists will help you so much. You can just go on Google and type in gender therapist, and there's actually websites that come up with a bunch of therapist options. A lot of them may not say gender therapist, however, some of them will specialize in LGBT issues. So really try to find a therapist that focuses on LGBT issues, or you can always contact your doctor. They have to keep everything private because of confidentiality, so they won't tell any other people. So go to your doctor and ask them if they know of any mental health professionals that can deal with gender issues. So I would definitely check those options out. Gender therapists are a great way to actually talk about your issues with another human being, and it really, really does help. My last thing, and I think this is the best one, is find a support group. If you live in a big city or near a big city, they usually have support groups, whether that's the local university or just a local pride house. They usually have a trans support group. Going to a support group can really open your eyes and really be beneficial for you. Um, I think it's the coolest thing is because you actually get to meet other people that are just like you. And I know this process, you can feel very, very alone going through this process and make you feel like you're the only one. But trust me, you're not the only one. There's so many other people in this world that are going through similar issues as you are. And a support group is a really great way to go and meet people that are just like you and form great new friendships. Maybe even as a little benefit, you'll find a new best friend, you know, maybe some sort of, I know a lot of trans support groups, houses, places like that, they actually have mentorships. Right now, I'm kind of a mentor for my local trans group. Even though I am stealth, I do reach out to many of the trans youth and I do try to talk to them, and at least the ones that live nearby me, and try to help them start this transition process because it is scary. So hopefully maybe you guys will be able to find someone who can mentor you through this entire process, because it is a long, daunting process, and it's really nice just to have someone there to go through it with you. Another big question that was raised was, I actually live in a very conservative area, maybe possibly rural, whatever, and there's not really that many trans resources, and most people don't accept people like me. What I have to say to that is that may be true. You live in a conservative area. However, in every conservative area, there are still people out there that are going to accept you for who you are. It's just a matter of finding them. I come from a little podunk area up in northern Minnesota. I live 4.5 hours from any metropolitan area, major city. Like, I had nothing, very, very rural. And I thought there would be no resources for me, but I found resources. I found a therapist who wasn't really exactly the best in trans issues. However, she was open and accepting. On top of that, no matter where you live, it doesn't matter if it's the most rural place or the most urban place or most conservative place or most liberal place, there will always be gay people and there will always be trans people. And I know a lot of gay people are very good allies for trans people. So definitely check out where your local LGBT people are at in your area and go talk to them. They are everywhere. It's just a matter of finding them. So that might require you guys to do a little bit of research about your own area. I know I've had people ask me like, oh my gosh, there's no trans people, there's no LGBT people where I live. And I say, hey, where do you live? And I do a simple 5-minute search on the internet, and I'll find like 5 resources for them, and it makes me wonder: do these people really look for these kind of support issues? It's very simple. Just type in your town name, LGBT support, whatever. Use a bunch of keywords. So definitely look out in your area. And once again, no matter where you are, whether it's the most conservative or whatever place, there are people out there that are going to accept you and love you for who you are. It might be a little tougher to find those people in conservative areas, but they're still out there, so don't get too discouraged about it. So that was my video today. If you guys had any other questions or anything like that, don't be afraid to comment below or send me an email or message. Don't be afraid to subscribe to my Twitter account either. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye guys.